Alright, what's poppin', people? Today we are back, and I decided to use Jirachi in Scarlet and Violet NU. Now, the first thing you might be saying to yourself right now is, this man gone insane? Jirachi's not in the game. What? It's definitely not an NU. Well, you see, we have Jirachi at home, and it's called Sawsbuck. Now, I've seen one of my beloved NU staff believe that this Pokemon is ban-worthy because of Headbutt Serene Grace, because it is very annoying to deal with. There is a very high chance that you will simply get flinched down and KO'd. Because, I mean, we've seen what Jirachi's done. I still, to this day, and I've told him about this, I remember to this day a really old PO live from PokeAim. We're talking like 2011 old, so I mean, God, that's over half my lifespan. And I remember him facing a Choice Scarf Jirachi that unironically flinched down just about everything on his team without getting hit once. It was very funny. And so we're going to try to do that with our Sawsbuck today. Nice little Glare, Sandaconda, standard Vaporeon. I did want to use Quiver Dance or Ikorio Pom Pom just because it's a fun set. Stud Spore Frostmoth with Defog, because again, more paralysis, and then the good old standard Pissimian to round it all out. Now, as per usual, if y'all have been enjoying the content, I would like to see a subscribe from you dropped. It helps the channel out immensely, and, you know, this is the hub, I will say. We are the hub here for competitive NU content, so if that is something that you enjoy and you want to stay in tune with, well, hey, subscribe, you'll never miss a video. Even hit that bell. That way you definitely never miss a video. Anyhow, let's get into this game. So my opponent's team gets absolutely reamed by Sawsbuck. I love to see that. And for once in my life, I even have kind of an Ursaring check, at least if it's the bulk up set. I could potentially haze its boosts repeatedly. That could be cool. My opponent has a Carkol, so I'm wondering if that's gonna be like spin with spikes or just spin or something else, because we've seen a lot of Pokemon this generation do that roll compression thing where they will run both an entry hazard and a hazard removal move. Personally, I hate doing that because it feels extra dire if you lose that Pokemon, but maybe something like spikes plus spin is a little bit easier to justify. Because if this is like Stealth Rock Cloth, that's not too bad. Also, my Pissimian is, like, hella useless this game. I am never clicking close combat this game. Nora has 3 weak ones. What the hell are you? Who are... Excuse you? Immediately, this makes me think it's someone that I know, because I unfortunately have many friends up. I'm not saying this word. And yeah, I'll leave Pissimian. That is a U-turn. You're not Scarf. I want to calc this, though. Let's see. I want to see how much my knockoff would do. Bruxish. That's a nice damage roll. Oh, he is Scarf? That is so bad. Why are you Scarf? We've run this set before. It's not good. The audacity to stand and do that, by the way. That's crazy. Alright, so we lose Pissimian, but I'm honestly not even that worried about it, because in this matchup, I really don't like it. You're trying to get through a Muck, plus potentially Terra Ghost here, Terra Fairy here. Oh god. So I'm okay with that. We get our knowledge, this is Scarf, meaning I am going to have to Quiver at extra time if I want to outspeed it. That is a little bit worrying. Also, my opponent's got the Rotom. This is probably Scarf. I mean, here, I can see a trick coming out. I'm gonna go Sawsbuck. We actually get a Specs. That's interesting. I mean, I guess I'll go for Horn Leech. I do over half to that. That's not too bad. They go into the Carkol. This could just go for a spin. I mean, I'm gonna bring Conda right back in, and I'm gonna go for Earthquake, right? Nah, we're gonna get our rocks right back up. Okay, fine. I'll kill your Carkol, man. Jeez. Bruxish comes back in. I'll go Vaporeon here. Yeah, they wave crash into nothingness. I could double back to my Conda, but I really like just using Surf here. Is it just a very nice move to use there? Bruxish comes back in, so we can protect. As they tear a Psychic. Interesting. I'll go for a Wish. Yeah. You want to play this game with me, buddy? I see you only got a few more. A few more, as they have still almost all of them. You know what? This Bruxish doesn't need to use Psychic Fangs. Now this is out. Yeah, so it's this thing. Mono play rough, you love to see it. You love to see it! Ah, yes! They go for Gunk Shot there. Ooh! Intimidating. Definitely intimidating. The nice thing, though, by the way, since this is, usually these are only play rough, so they'll be Terra Fairy with Rest Talk and Bulk Up. So, I'm not worried about this. He already terrored with Bruxish. And I'm just gonna keep hazing away your boosts. You don't need them. You don't need them. Stop that. Stop that. So the annoying thing is, I still don't know how I kill this exactly. Let's go to Conda. Let's stand in Glare. And this is why Bruxish is trash. Nice, so we just get the Glare on this. That's really good for me. And I'll go right back into my Conda. And I will rest right back to full. Go for a Glare here. Alright, I'm gonna just go Vaporeon now. Fine. I'll stop messing around with the threat. Oh, I didn't set a Terra on my Vaporeon. That's really funny. I just noticed there. Are my other Terras set properly? Nice. This is my favorite thing about playing Pokemon, by the way. Just the sheer audacity I can carry myself with. So we're gonna keep using Haze. I have no qualms against that. Yes, my opponent misses play rough. This first game is just gonna take a while. I'm gonna pause this while... Well, nah, I'm not gonna pause it. We'll endure together. I would say the one annoying thing about losing my Pissimian now is my opponent was very willing to give me their immunity. And so, this mod just becomes so much more annoying now. Obviously, I'm always gonna serve. Just get rid of the Bruxish there. What if this Cloth ends up being, like, Anger Shell? That'd be funny. Oh my god, this is some stupid set, too. Oh boy. Well, thank goodness my opponent does not rest. Rest Muck would have actually been a little bit annoying, I think. But he was just the bulk up 3 attack set instead. Now the Cloth comes in. Misses a Crab Hammer. I'm gonna let you know right now, that did not matter. GG. That's what you get for calling me that vulgar word. How dare you. That was an interesting round. Let's get another. That was an interesting round, man. Alrighty. A nice one to start off with, though. We get absolutely styled on turn 1 with their Scarf Bruxish. And honestly, I kind of expected to live. Just, I mean, you see how little Wave Crash did to my Sandaconda? I get, you know, obviously, okay, Sandaconda's invested in bulk. Pissimian isn't. But, come on, man. Wait, that's Wave Crash. That's a strong move. That's 120. Strongjaw really just is... Strongjaw really just is a good ability. God damn. And yeah, I'll pause it while we get this next one. I'll be right back, guys. Alright, guys, we're back. And I am against a very dangerous team. Yo, so why is it the one time I decide to use Quiverdead's Oricorio, I run into every team that, like, actually has answers for it? Oh, and I just slammed my foot into my chair and that hurts so much. Ah! Alright. This is my flu game, I guess, except it's with a bum foot. And yeah, my opponent's team, really making me wish I had a different last move on Sawsbuck. Admittedly, though, this mon learns no useful coverage, really, that would help me with Drift Blim, so it is what it is. I mean, if I can get rid of the Drift Blim, it looks really good, and weirdly enough, my Frostmoth, kinda good here. I mean, mostly just, the team's really weak to ice. I can just throw off ice beams and win, I think. I'm gonna lead Passimian, though, I think, because of this. This little mon right here is scaring me. As he actually leads off with the Eel. Now, Eel is a problem. This mon is always bulkier than you think, and it just has really good coverage. I will U-turn. And I will go Conda as they U-turn. So, my guess is his moveset's probably something like U-turn, Thunderbolt, Flamethrower, Giga Drain. Which I think we could play around. I am not getting KO'd by a move from a Sawsbuck. You stop that nonsense. Unfortunately, this mon is kind of a problem now that it's boosted. Oh god, he trailblazed. Oh no! Wait, don't Terra. I'd rather force him to Terra, because this mon is not super useful. Nice! Oh, Revelation Dance better KO. Thank you. Okay. Not bad. Oricorio actually did something. We paralyzed a Pokemon and then flinched it. Like I said though, I'm not getting O-code by a Sawsbuck. Stop that nonsense! And I'm glaring again because this move is dumb. Actually, hold on. I need to remember. Oh no, it doesn't tell me here. Hold on, let's open up the extra page. It doesn't tell me, no. So okay, I just forget if glare can paralyze electric types. I'm getting my rocks up. I don't care, man. As he's actually leftovers on heal. I didn't see that earlier. Okay. That's good knowledge to have. At least we know it's not Assault Vest now. He's definitely got Giga Drain, and he's definitely going for it here. Part of me just wants to go Sawsbuck and say, take me. End my suffering. Let's do it. Yo, he went for Dragon Tail. That's wild. I'll Horn Leech here. Looks like he might be physically defensive. I don't feel like a Horn Leech from Life Orb Sawsbuck would do this little. As he goes to this, I'm thinking he's just Choice Scarf. Huh. Let's see. I mean, that move did, like, nothing. I think Scarf is a pretty likely bet. As the Eel comes back in. Let's see. Nah, I was gonna say try to get a greedy Wish Pass. I'm also starting to think this is just fully physically defensive. Not physically defensive, physically offensive. Let's go to Conda, I guess. He has not landed a single Dragon Tail. Here, take my Sawsbuck. I am so sorry you cannot hit that move. This dude literally has missed 3 of the 4. That is criminal. I've never seen such bad luck with that move before. Wow. So Drifblim comes in, and we don't see an item, so this worries me immensely. I'm guessing he's Calm Mind? Oh, he's... Oh. So I think my Frostmoth actually walls this still. Let's see. Thunderbolt, also, I'm gonna be honest, for a moment, I got worried and thought that I wasn't recording my voice. That Air Slash would not have done much damage. Yeah, I like looked down to my bottom left and I was like, wait, do I see my mic there? Thankfully I do. So we do get the para on this. Now I got the Vaporeon and I will Haze. I shouldn't get O-Code. I hope I don't get O-Code. Well, we definitely won't now. If he had Hurricane, he could have done something there, I think. Fortunately, he did not. And we win another game, not bad. Definitely got some luck there. I also think, though, if Dragon Tail ever landed, it wouldn't have been a big deal anyway, so just kind of is what it is. Now, this game here, it's another team that I just look at and I'm so scared. Because he's got the Revival Blessing, And he potentially, again, we saw that combo last live we did where it was Healing Wish Chansey plus Revival Blessing Rabska. And Ursaring, frankly, is just insanely strong in Inu. I might have to do a team with it eventually. Big fan. Thank you, thank you. You too. Not bad. Let's see if we can beat Hermie G. God, I don't even know what to lead with, man. At least I do know. We've talked about this before. I believe Oricorio does 1v1 Chansey. It is a war of attrition, but you do win long term. And also, if there was a Sawsbuck game ever, it is this one. I don't know what my Sawsbuck sets up versus. At best, the Vaporeon, I guess. I could, like, Terra versus it. Maybe versus Cloth. Wait, I actually really like Sawsbuck this game. That's crazy. And we did see the way to potentially play out the matchup against Ursaring last time. Although that was definitely aided by our opponent having Terra'd something else. So we'll see. I'm just gonna Glare turn 1. I have no clue what set his Rabska's gonna be. And I honestly just kinda wanna Glare. It's a safe move, I think. Unless my man reveals some ancient tech from the Egyptians that I have never heard of before. Okay, Synchronize is an ancient tech, yes. We get the Para, though. I guess that's good. I mean, at the end of the day, yeah, we have Shed Skin. Him staying in there to do something is what scares me the most. I feel like I need to switch just because of that. That full Para is unfortunate. I want to go Sawsbuck here. I'll go Moth. I'll go Frostmoth first. As he doubles the Muck. I mean, I have to go Conda here now. Getting Rocks up would have been so nice, by the way, because it just lets me start seeing items. That's the main thing that I'm a little bit annoyed by. He sets up a T-Spike. I still have not gotten my, what's it called? My Shed Skin to come through. The T-Spike is kind of annoying. I might just have to defog. I'll just Earthquake here. T-Spike is definitely a problem for me, though. If I can keep them off the field, it won't be too big a deal, but, you know, that's big if. The Rabska comes in. Still not getting Shed Skin. Increasingly annoying for me, I'll be honest. I'll go Frostmoth here. And he is Bug Buzz. Okay. If he were Revival Blessing, I really don't know what the set would be anyway. Because this could just be Calm Mind. Yo, I really just want to go Oricorio and ask some questions. That's kind of just what I want to do right here. Go Oricorio and start asking questions. Just be like, okay, what do you want to do? How do you want to play this out? And there's our Shed Skin. I'll play it a little carefully, though. A little more carefully than I normally would. Because like I said, I do want to get Rocks up. I want to start seeing, like, what his items are in Pokemon. I'm pretty certain it's just going to be, like, you know, a Violite, lefties, a Violite, lefties, probably Boots, then, like, Helmet. His team is basically Stall. But it's still good to have the knowledge to see, like, what has Boots, what maybe could be choiced if for some reason he has a choice item Pokemon. That kind of knowledge is still nice to have. So Cloth comes in. I am Earthquaking you. Yeah. And I do a lot, too, so that's nice. And we know Chansey doesn't have Wish in this gen. So, I mean, I don't have to worry about that. If Rabska comes back in, that's just more damage. We could also see if he takes damage from Stealth Rock. Potentially lets us know if he's, like, you know, Revival Blessing with a Lepa Berry. If he doesn't take Rock's damage, then probably just odds are he's gonna be, the Calm Mindset, I guess. I'm just a little worried about trying to set up with Oricorio, because he does have a lot of just bulky Pokemon. I'm not sure that it would actually work too well. He Thunder Waves my Sawsbuck immediately. Oh man, that's so sad. I didn't think he'd ever T-Wave there. That's a wild T-Wave, because I got both Pom-Pom and might just staying in with Conda and resting. That feels like such an odd turn to do that. Damn. And the full pair is already coming in. Alright, Sawsbuck. I just need you to do this for me once. Come through and flinch this buck. And we just see this as lefties. Nope. Yeah, the Sawsbuck set sucks. I'm not shocked that it is just another overrated aspect of the tier, but I am disappointed. Anyhow, yeah, I mean, again, he got me on that T-Wave. I'm just thoroughly surprised you would ever T-Wave there. Damn. And yeah, like I was saying, we do see that this is, what's it called? We see that this is Boots, so he is probably just Calm Mind. He's gonna recover here. I'm gonna go Oricorio. I kind of want to see what his response is. And this is still a very winnable game. It's just hard, man. It's really hard. I do have good damage, though, on Pokemon. If he goes Chansey, part of me wants to go for an Air Slash flinch, but I know that move is not going to do damage. So Vaporeon comes in. I can go for Revelation Dance. Should be fine from me. If he's fully specially defensive, we will definitely get notice of that on this turn. Like I was saying, I mean, I think Oricorio does have a shot. I guess I should have played safer with Sawsbuck. As he turns into a ground type. Interesting, interesting. That helps a little bit. What makes it worried he's got Ice Beam, though. I mean, is he just gonna go Chansey here? If Chansey comes in, I'm not that worried. Actually, I already have one of my quivers up, which is, you know, part of the win condition actually beating Chansey. This is definitely a game where being Grass Terra would have been better, but I think Ground overall is a little bit nicer for your offensive coverage. And even just general utility, like I mentioned in the, you know, the Quiver Dance video and the setup, not setup, the guide video. I think in general, having Terra Ground on these Oricorios is so valuable, just so Lycanroc doesn't pick you off. Admittedly, Lycanroc isn't that common, but it's okay. I still think it's a good option to have. And our opponent actually stalled out. Damn. I was interested to see how this game would play out. But at the same time, I will not complain about getting a free win donated to me against Stall. I will not. I think my game plan, just so I can at least explain it, and people can get the insight, it was going to be probably have to set up with Oricorio to look for the win. Since we got the Terra on Vaporeon early, that is really good. Just like the previous game, that means that the Ursaring is no longer going to be able to Terra into a Fairy type. It always has to fear Passimian Revenge Kill. And, I mean, Muck had some damage on it too. If I Terra Fighting, it's going to take a ton. Main thing at this point would have just been trying to force the Rapska to, you know, get sacrificed. And if I had been able to do that, then we would have been looking really good. Well, let's get one more, I think. I do want to end it on, like, an actual, you know, fully had game. I think that would be the best. So I'll pause this while we find one, guys. I'll be right back. And, guys, we are back with the final game of this live. And this is looking like a Passimian game, for sure. I mean, Terra Fighting goes crazy. I do need some damage on Pom-Pom, but if I get Knock on it, and then can maintain Stealth Rock, I do know that I got the KO condition. I'm gonna lead Conda. I like Conda lead here. He's probably just gonna U-turn me and Xiao at home. Oh, that's such a good nickname. That is such a good nickname. I kinda wish now I named my Sawsbuck Jirachi at home. So his Pom-Pom comes in. So we're gonna get to see immediately that he's Defog, which is okay with me. He's not Defog, guys. He's Quiver Dance. Help. 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 Help, help. Ah, he switches out and I miss. Sad. Go back into this. Double into my Frostmoth. Go for an Ice Beam here. Happy. Sad. We're gonna U-turn here just in case he does Terra Flying. And we do see that he's, well, no, if we see Ironhead, he's probably Terra Fairy. He stays in, that's such a crazy play. You are absolutely insane for doing that. I've never understood that. Like, why are we making that kind of play? Come on now. Go back to our Moth. Actually, let's go into our own Oricorio. Oh my god, I didn't even see their item. That's so weird. We'll just go for an Air Slasher. He probably U-turns. He has Rock Slide, and he flinches us. This is an insane game. This is actually such an insane game. Go into our own Oricorio here. Actually, I need to, calc this. Do I even tank a Rev Dance? Oricorio. Sure. Oricorio. Oh, odds are I don't even tank the Revelation Dance. Wow. So we have to go Moth. As he quivers, he would have just let me beat him. That makes no sense to me. If I get the pass here, then you're in a much worse spot than me. We do get the Stun Spore that turn to land on the Copper. That's good. I mean, it just makes it easier to deal with later on, you know? Yeah, I mean, I guess we wish fast here. We could always protect. Can we always protect? Oh my god! Oh, I'm so good at the game. Absolutely soul read my opponent. Absolutely soul read them. Yo, that is insanity. I feel so powerful, man. Sawsbuck. I do want to calc this, just see how much I'm doing. Headbutt. Horn Leech. Horn Leech will always Oko. Guess we just go for that then. As they do go into the Goodra. I do have to just go Frostmoth here. As we get Dragon-tailed and we take 1,000,000. Jesus. You know what's crazy though? I thought about going for, you know, the better move there. I'll stay in this turn. As this dude's just gonna keep spamming Dragon Tail, I guess? No? Stop that. He's Chestoberry, okay. Oh my god, he just gets the fucking proper roll every time, man. This guy is insanely lucky. Goes into Pom-Pom. Yeah, this is terrible for me. I think I lose. I mean, the Dragon Tail Goodra just... No one runs Taunt! Oh, you're out of your mind. And then, yeah. We can't even quiver back. Oh my god, this is so cringe. This is such a cringe one, guys. I don't know what else to say. That's a toughie to end it on, but I'm gonna have to. We got some really awful luck this game. I will have to say, we ended on a game with some terrible luck. The Dragon Tail always phased us into something that we didn't want to have to come in. A couple of plays from my opponent I didn't really agree with, but at the end of the day, they work, so... Can't really say a whole lot. I think the one thing that confused me, if anything, would have been staying in with Copper against Passimian. Because there's really not too much incentive to do that, I didn't feel. The rationale, my guess is, that opponent had, you know, 2 frailer resistances. And so, as a result, he's probably thinking like, okay, don't really want to have to go into one of those. So it is what it is. I still think This team performed pretty well, all things considered. I think the main thing that we saw is that at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if you're 60% chance to Serene Grace flinch when you're being piloted by me. That chance may as well be like 6. I don't think it got a single flinch with Headbutt this game, did it? It might have gotten one earlier, but I don't recall it doing much of anything. I think the main star of the show this game, or this live, was honestly probably just Vaporeon again. Vaporeon or Sandaconda. These guys both were just really good at sitting around, fulfilling their defensive roles. And I mean, yeah, again, we see another game where Quiverdance, or another live, I guess, where Quiverdance Pom-Pom just doesn't feel very impactful at all. I think the taunt tech was a pretty interesting one for my opponent. I wouldn't say it's that consistent still. Because at the end of the day, a lot of the mons that beat you don't beat you because they, you know, are using status. But it is cool for the count. I think the main thing would just be it's good for the mirror, and even into something like Chansey, I could see that being pretty useful. Even with Chansey, I mean, the annoying thing about the Chansey matchup is it doesn't matter at a point what Chansey does with, like, recovery spam. Because you're just gonna beat it down anyway. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this. Don't use Sawsbuck. It is not good. Or maybe use a different set. My guess is that there's a better move here that I should have been looking to use. I just remember looking at his move pool and being like, wow, these are all such terrible options. But yeah. Until next time, guys, hope you're having a great time. And I'll catch you then. Peace.